What is this? Episode 5? Attempt number 3.
Was this episode 6?
6.
Attempt 3.
No.
Well, it's
5
only attempt
3.
No, it's 6 attempt 2.
I think it's 5 attempt 3 because the first
Woke
time.
of pronouns was episode 5.
Okay, so it's. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think that was 4, but
No.
it's attempt 3 for.
Well, like I guess the first one wasn't really attempt. We just never actually did it.
No, but I'm still counting.
Okay.
That's the
Second
time we
one
did.
we actually tried.
We did epidemiology with Heidi
Yeah.
instead. Second time we tried. Well, that was Ford's fault for making cars that break down on and are shit generally.
And now we're here. We made it, guys.
Touch wood. Touch wood. I'll
Touch
actually finish this one.
Yeah.
At least we have lots to talk about.
Exactly. It's been.
Did we do it? Oh, we didn't do an agenda, did we?
No, because we're just going.
I wish I'd done that, but it doesn't matter. We've started now, so we'll finish.
So first point we've got to catch up on is the WSL is over. It's Jover.
Chelsea won, boring.
Chelsea won. Man City couldn't pull through. Arsenal's fault.
Basically.
Chelsea won. Emma Hayes gone. She's now hanging out with the Americans.
But now we get. Her name escapes me. The Leon one.
Sonia Bompastor. I don't speak French.
Me neither.
But yeah, interesting to see what happens with Chelsea.
Just want it to be less boring. I don't like City and I don't like Chelsea.
So you just got Arsenal.
Basically,
Jonas.
Yeah, Chelsea. At least Chelsea. It's fun to dunk on Chelsea. It's fun to dunk on Chelsea fans.
Man City are just a bit boring.
Emma has always been meme worthy.
Yeah, she's a bit iconic.
Yeah.
Even if I don't like her that much, she's just iconic. You can't deny it.
So I still have a bit of respect for her because she's meme worthy. She's done a lot to further women's soccer in England for years.
I remember seeing something about her that was apparently she had really high budget, considered high budget in the women's league for paying players.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, why are you spending so much? Why are you spending so much? She was like, I'm not spending so much. I'm just paying them properly.
Whereas City, on the other hand,
just boring.
Boring. Oil merchants. Premier League's boring because of them. 115 charges. Anyway, no, I like Mary Fowler. I like a lot of the City players.
Yeah, City's got really good players. The women's team are a bit more fun.
Yeah, I just don't
than
like
the men's.
The
men's team are boring. The City women are fun, but you know.
But they're not meme worthy like Chelsea or Arsenal.
No, they have less memes. But
yeah, I don't know.
And no more Bristol. Hello, Crystal Palace.
Yeah. I can't wait for Crystal Palace to immediately get relegated after a year.
It just seems to be what the pattern is.
Basically, it's the same in the Premier League. But, oh well. I do, yeah. Wait to see who gets transferred where before we do some predictions. That'll be fun. We can do that in a few months' time.
Yeah.
Predictions.
Start seeing what
season.
happens. Yeah, because we've already.
Who ends up where?
Yeah.
Who Arsenal ends up rehiring? Possibly no one.
Well, we're linked to getting. Leah re-signed. Some people re-signed. Blackstenius re-signed. But Arsenal's been linked to get the Barcelona player whose name escapes me, and she's really good. So.
Don't speak Spanish.
No, don't speak Spanish. I try not to think about Liga F, but unfortunately it
we won't have to anymore.
Keeps me up and bothers me.
Weeks.
Yeah, why is it still going? There's actually no need. Like we were talking about earlier, at Tilly's camp, they're talking about how a lot of the players are excited to be on holiday for a month because the Olympics camp doesn't start till July.
And
it's Haley's got to play for the rest of June.
Yeah. We had Champions League, boring.
Barcelona won. Did you know that Barcelona's never beaten Lyon until that?
Really?
That final. First time they've ever beaten them.
So I assume Barca's previous
Barcelona won the Champions League last year, but I'm not sure who they were up against. I don't.
I think it was last year and then 2 years before that, so it must have been against someone else.
Against someone else, yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
But yeah.
It's only just Lyon or Barcelona. It would have been really boring. Wasn't into it at the time. That's 5-year stretch where Lyon just won 5 years straight. That's like Formula 1 levels of boring.
That was like before like Carpenter and Van der Donk were like there, really, I think.
Right, so even if we were into Matildas, we wouldn't have been into Lyon.
Probably.
Call us plastic fans, we don't care.
We love Ellie Carpenter. More
hey,
about her later.
We financially support the team.
Yeah,
we give them exorbitant amounts of money to send their jerseys here all the way from France.
We're going to have to wear jerseys an episode to like make up for how much we spent on.
Oh yeah.
Cause we haven't done an episode since we got them. We've gotten a lot of jerseys in the time
and
between.
The new ones have been announced.
I know.
In the time since we bought them, I do like these ones as well. I'll probably also buy one, but not right now because I have no money left. Anyway,
it's been a big time.
Champions League over.
Everything's over except for Liga F for some reason. Again,
yeah.
Who cares? Barcelona won that about 2 months ago. Like, it's literally like physically impossible to catch up.
Yeah.
To them. But oh well, let's.
Yeah. What else?
What else? That's about it for like news bulletin.
Good. Yeah. Our news bulletins are so like.
Everyone loves us
so punctual
as a news source.
Yeah, we're like a very trustworthy source, especially
because we know everything.
Especially when it takes.
Look at all the sources we're using today. Look at all the information.
Especially when it takes me 2 weeks to edit
TikTok.
Anything we do, and then anything we say here is like massively out of date.
Yeah, and we get there and people already
By
like, and we upload on TikTok and people are like arguing with us in the comments. It's like, yeah, we know that like shit's changed.
Right, because we said like, oh, yeah, I wonder if Manu is going to be the goalkeeper, and then the day I was going to upload it, they announced the squad, so and it was someone random. Yeah, and then people are like, oh, Manu isn't there, but
everyone loves us people view us as a source of information, and people turn to us for news and accurate information and good takes. That's what we're known for in the community.
The best takes, just the best.
We're not. What are we known for in the community?
Fuck. I don't think you want to ask that.
Being stupid.
Being annoying.
But people say, "Oh, we like your videos." What about them? Next time someone says that to us, I'm going to say, "What do you like about them?"
That's so mean.
I want to know. Do people think they're funny? Do people agree with our takes? I
don't know.
We should upload this and like, loyal fans, what do you have to say? No.
Just don't even go there.
Get some feedback.
Oh, I don't want feedback. I don't like feedback.
Okay.
Let's talk about Arsenal.
Yeah, your trip to Melbourne.
Yeah, which you didn't attend.
Yeah, so tell us your anecdote. Fill us in about your big weekend.
Well, this is why I should have done notes, because now you've put me on the spot and I don't know what to talk about, because I had things I wanted to talk about.
Just talk about your weekend. Talk about your time.
It was so good. The best. You should have been there.
No comment.
I think
walk us through like Friday, Saturday.
Friday, I came to the airport, and then I basically went like my hotel was like right next to the MCG. You saw the view out the window, right? And then platform 28. I can never remember if it's platform or station.
Platform, I think.
Right. Was like just over the road, 100 meters, 200 meters. That was a vibe. And some people recognised me, which was nice, because they were nice. They were, like, didn't come up and say, "You suck."
Didn't start like spouting hate at you.
No.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's positive.
Yeah. So, I didn't expect that, to be honest. I didn't think anyone would recognise me, bro. That was mad. But it was cool. It was nice. It was nice to talk to people. I know it was a whole ass vibe. we were doing chants and whatnot, practicing, including the one about Tottenham, which seems a bit...
Doesn't make any sense. You didn't play Tottenham.
No, but the Tottenham hate was just sort of boiling over, I think.
Fair enough. I agree.
And during the game, someone started one, but it was like, who do we think is shit? Jonas. Shit you not.
Nice.
Which I'd never heard that one before. But
Jonas out.
yeah, it was good when everyone booed him. It was loud. TV
picked it up a bit.
TV didn't make it obvious enough.
Yeah. I picked up a bit, but not as much as...
I'm going to use a questionable metaphor. When Israel was in Eurovision and the broadcast, you couldn't hear much
they
of
muted,
the booing.
they muted the crowd and put fake crowd cheering sounds in.
And then if you watched a video from someone's phone, it was very loud.
I know they put the fake crowd cheering in when Israel were playing.
It was kind of like that. You watch the clips, the booing wasn't as loud as it was in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, people weren't happy.
Yeah, good.
Should he's such a prick.
And then he got asked a question about it in the press conference afterwards.
He was all cocky.
He got all cocky. But he's a man with anger problems who should not be around women.
Yeah.
But
whatever. Can't do anything about
anyway,
it now. We've gone for years.
How was the game?
It was fine. It went 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't the most exciting. I think A-League was probably better than I expected them to be. They were pretty good. So I think it definitely speaks to
Michelle Heyman was getting defended the shit out of by a teenager though, which was quite funny. This teenager from Arsenal had Michelle Heyman in her pocket. She was doing nothing.
But no, I think they were good. I think it definitely speaks to the amount of actually quality players that we do have in the A-League.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just
it wasn't easy for Arsenal. They didn't put 10 past them.
Yeah. It's just because the A-League is so badly organised.
It's not professional.
Anyone who gets good.
Well, it's professional, but you don't get paid a living wage.
Barely professional. Bro.
Yeah.
The players are professional. They're really good, but it's anyone gets good, they want to leave the country. It's the same with the men's game.
Yeah, they have to go overseas because they want to get paid.
And now Adelaide's one of our best men's players too, because he's left for better things. But yeah, which is A-League's fault. It's just badly managed.
They don't have it. They don't have it as attractive enough of a league to want to stay in your own country. If you're good, you get scouted overseas for triple the amount you'd make here.
Basically, it's badly managed, and then turnout's really bad.
Yeah. I
mean, turnout's a lot better than it has been in any other year before the World Cup.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about Adelaide, so it's not
I think if we didn't suck, we might have, and if we had because there would be Sydney FC games would be packed out because they had Courtney Vine and Jada Wyman and stuff like that. Because Adelaide United sucked, we didn't have any the name-worthy players.
We have name-worthy players.
Did people outside Adelaide know them? Who?
Hodgson.
No one outside of Adelaide knows them.
I feel like she's pretty good.
She's good, but
No, I feel like you should respect her name more. I think it's the management.
Probably.
And the coaching.
Yeah.
I think Adelaide's got a lot of good players.
It's got a lot of good players, but it's it doesn't have Matildas or anything.
Charlie Grant.
She doesn't play for Adelaide anymore.
Michelle Heyman played for Adelaide at some point in time.
So did Mary Fowler, but not anymore.
The greats.
So
what's the problem?
The golden years. Let's get Mary Fowler back to Adelaide United.
Oil merchants got too much money. Can't afford her anymore.
True.
Where was I going with that?
The game.
A-League's good.
A-League's good. It wasn't. I thought the younger Arsenal players were all really good as well.
Yeah, they were.
So that's good. It shows that when some people, age out.
Yeah.
Arsenal's not going to go to the dogs.
I'm wrecking my brain. I am trying to think of any of their names, but I simply
Vivian Leah, Katie Reed,
The goalkeeper.
Oh, she's not
The
young.
Goalkeeper.
She's old as shit.
What?
The one in the first half. Remember, there was the one that's not even signed on.
Which one was
Sarah
that?
Buhardi.
Right.
She's
That's
like
the one who
37.
Okay. Was it the other one?
Yeah, the other one. I forgot her name.
But
the young one who came on in like the second half, and she was really good as well.
Yeah. But no, it was good. There was a vibe. There was lots of chants. So many chants. It was good. Couldn't do a wave. We tried. Some children sort of behind me in our section tried.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, yeah. And then it went like a section or two.
Well, considering what happened to us last night, which we'll get into later, it's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was the game.
Yeah.
Talk us through Saturday.
I turned up and sat on the ground for 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours. I don't know what else there is to say. I meant to get there at like sooner, but I got there at 6:45. It was already the line was already a few blocks away.
And they closed the line at 7:45.
Yeah, like
for a 10 a.m. event. That's crazy.
That's like when I heard people say it, but then like you'll see people on Twitter saying like 8:15, but then I think it's because like they said they were closing the line off, but then I don't think they were like for the entire time. They weren't like manning the end of the line. So I don't know if it came down to whoever was last when they cut it off would have to tell everybody else. I'm not sure. I know they were giving stuff out at one point.
To people who weren't in line.
Yeah,
or?
but to like people who would come and then get turned away.
Oh, right.
At one point when it was light, I went to walk down to the end just to see where it went.
Yeah.
And I got bored and turned back, so I didn't even see where the line ended because I got bored.
Yeah.
There was like people like cutting in to some extent. I'm not sure to what extent, but like people like around me that I had sort of spoken to, was sort of speaking to, had sort of noticed. And I think one person behind me went and told people off. And then they were like moving to the back, which was a bit funny. But no, it was good. It was camaraderie, you know?
And then you get in, and standing in front of you, Steph, Kyra, and Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that go?
I would stand up to sort of like act it out, if you will, but I don't think I will be in frame. So
just act it out there.
So it's like, yeah, the camera's there. It's like stationary. The thing is set up. Then if you have a shirt, you give it to this lady who's like an attendant. Then you take a picture, and then they come back in with the shirt. Yep. To sign it. Yep. So, and I had your bracelet.
Kyra.
So I come in, like looking down at the floor. 'Cause I'm really bad at making eye contact. I'm like, Kyra, my friend made this for you. She's not here. She was like, oh, thank you. And then I looked up. And then Caitlin was looking me dead in the eye and smiling. And it was like a really pleasant, it was such a pleasant, genuine smile.
She was being nice and it overwhelmed you.
Basically, she had such like a strong aura and piercing eyes.
I have heard people talk about the eyes, and they're like the piercing blue eyes of Caitlin Ford.
I looked up and like locked eyes with her for a second, and I was like, I couldn't do it. Just like, stare at the ground.
I'm not worthy.
Yeah, just stare at the ground.
Did you just not look at Steph?
I did, like, sort of like out the corner of my eye. But like I didn't look Kyra in the eye as well when I was passing her the bracelet. Like I couldn't look her in the eye, so I don't know if I came across as rude.
Probably just came across as like nervous.
Hopefully, because I'm just bad at eye contact.
But everyone would have been like shaking and throwing up, and
I didn't see anyone throwing up. Saw some tears.
Then you took your picture, cute picture. If this is a TikTok, you can like. Yeah,
the picture turned out okay, which is good because it's like you only get one chance, you know. And
don't blow it.
And it was okay.
Don't blow it. No, you look good. It's cute.
And I got to made it my Facebook picture and my Twitter picture, and probably going to use it for other things too.
Any account I make ever.
And then took the picture, signed the thing. They sign it.
Sign the thing. Hang on.
Yeah. Yeah. Check it. Here we go. Ta-da!
Wow.
My second most prized possession.
What's first? The thing you're
the
wearing.
Other shirt.
The one you're wearing.
Oh, I am wearing it.
We'll talk about that later.
I did wonder where I put
that's a different anecdote.
Yeah. And then they sign it, and then I want to make sure I come across as polite. So I'm like really over analyzing how do people come across as polite? You say thank you. I still couldn't look them in the eye. Actually, the time I couldn't make eye contact might have been after they signed it. Actually, I can't remember the sequence of events now.
You blacked out.
Because it's like the Eras tour thing where you get so excited.
So much adrenaline running through our veins.
You can't make short-term memories.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, so I don't remember the sequence of events entirely.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, how do I be really polite? Say thank you. So I yell thank you. And I say it way too loud because I'm trying to sound confident. So I basically yell thank you and then run off. And I do mean run, or slightly jog, but I was still indoors. I just grab my tote bag and just dart out of the building. And once I get to the street, I start actually jogging to the train station. Right, I need to burn off.
You need to get out of there.
Energy. Just reliving it, bro. Oh, stressing me out.
Good experience.
Just reliving it, stressing me out.
It's an important experience.
Yeah.
You did better than I would have. I think I would have wouldn't know better to form words.
Do you remember what you said the other day about yesterday? If you'd told me a couple of years ago, I would be
shaking at the concept of meeting a female footballer. I'd be like, what happened to me? Yeah, imagine this time last year being you're going to be waking up at 6 a.m. or flying to a different city, waking up at 6 a.m. and shaking and getting nervous about meeting the women's soccer player. I would have been what happened to me? Did I have a mental breakdown or something? Low key, yeah, but
Oh, it's true.
So that was your Melbourne trip.
Yes.
Well, pretty much. Nothing else, really.
I'm sure there was other anecdotes I had, but
I don't think so.
I'm
trying to remember what you told me.
I went to Happy Town and spent $250,000.
Yeah, that's what I always do when I go there, because I end up buying shit for other people.
And I watched Wicked.
Oh,
that's good. And then
flew home.
I don't know.
Okay, so then we get into Tillies in Adelaide week, which started on Monday for us.
Yes.
We're just going to town to hang out. What were we even doing there? Nothing. We did fuck all.
No, it was something in particular. I had to get another shirt.
You had to get another shirt because we'd
Wednesday.
heard about this Cooper meet and greet, which we'll get into later. But
and I'm wearing Carpenter one, the yellow one.
You're wearing your Carpenter one. I'm wearing my Kyra new Arsenal jersey. And we're just hanging out in town. We're not expecting anything. We immediately, as we're getting off the bus, I see Steph and Kyra just walk past. Adelaide is so, I don't think people get it. We're we were running into these people a lot. Adelaide's just so small that if the Tillies are here, you'll run into them. It's not like Sydney or Melbourne where it's a big chance encounter. If you're in the city, you will see them because you just stay that close to the city centre.
Yeah.
But, and then we ended up going the same way as them, trailing them behind. We didn't go and bother them because we would have had to run up to them, which would have been weird.
We were already walking behind them.
Yeah. They were too far ahead.
But we were walking faster than they were just anyway.
Yeah, but they were just too far ahead. We would have had to run up to them.
Right, which we weren't going to do. But then also there was a crossing. And
they jaywalked.
But they ran across the road.
They probably clocked us.
I'm about 60 to 70% sure.
Yeah, they probably would have.
They saw us out the corner of the island.
When they would have crossing the road, they probably would have saw us coming up behind and probably hoped that we didn't see them. because they were like, it was like the back of their head. I wouldn't have been able to like catch it was them if I didn't see them. I saw them walk past while we were on the bus.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have been able to like.
Yeah, I did.
Anyway, they went to their hotel, which was like super close. We knew where the hotel was, but we were normal and we didn't go stand outside it.
Once you'd pointed Kyra out, I did recognise her hoodie, and it was the same one I saw her in days later.
Yeah.
I think she only brought one hoodie for both trips, because she just only owns one hoodie. She just
has everyone has a favourite hoodie.
Yeah, she just only seemed to wear that hoodie.
So that was Monday. I think that was the same. And then nothing really. You didn't see anyone on Tuesday or anything.
Not Matildas. I saw a load of the Chinese crew, not the players, like the team, because they were wearing the same outfit.
Besties. But so let's talk about Cooper meet and greet. I want to take you back and set the scene here. So I get like a random Instagram ad, like probably Thursday, Friday the week before. That's like, Cooper Adelaide are having a meet and greet with 3 Matildas. Follow to find out who they'll be. So we're like, oh, we'll go. It'll be fun, you know. And I was fully expecting it to be like people who were already in Australia. Because it was on the Wednesday.
I assumed it'd be Charlie Grant. She only has to
Charlie
go down
Grant,
the road.
yeah.
She only has to go down the road.
Yeah. We thought it would be Charlie Grant or maybe one of the Aussie Arsenal players or one of the A-League ones who were already in Australia. And I literally remember you saying to you, like, the night before it was announced who it was, like, oh, you know, it won't be like Ellie or Hayley because they played on like Sunday and they would have just gotten in or not even be here yet.
Yeah.
And then Monday morning it's like, meet Kyra Cooney-Cross, Emily Van Egmond and Hayley Rasso. And I'm like,
she must have been off the plane 5 minutes.
And she got in like late Tuesday, and then we had us looking at her like animals in a zoo
on a completely different time zone, and she was so nice.
No, okay. So we get to Cooper Adelaide, random ass car dealership. Get there at 6:45.
Yeah, but
we were like third in line.
It's being like there were like 2 little groups ahead of us, and then us. Melbourne, I got there at the same time, and it was like around the block.
Yeah, no, because Adelaide just doesn't show up early for anything. Because there was a big line, but the big line ended up being there at like 9:30.
Oh yeah, people came. People turned out.
People turned out. It's just people don't turn up early in Adelaide for things.
Yeah. Apparently.
But
I'll take your word for that.
No,
the roads seemed pretty busy because I had to drive.
Well, they weren't going to Cooper.
Well, I thought it was worth it.
Yeah, no, it was.
I was up anyway, but I would have been up if I wasn't up anyway.
Yeah, true. You know,
it
just so then we sit there. It didn't even feel like long sitting in the line.
No, it was fun. It was
banter.
Yeah. Someone recognised us.
Someone did recognise us. I was wearing a Real Madrid shirt. People making comments, making fun of me, making fun of me.
They hated you. They think you're a weirdo.
But couple coffee runs, nervous trips to the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't think coffee helped. By the end of it.
You taken Ritalin and had 2 coffees, and you're just...
Why am I so nervous? Why do I have to pee?
Why am I shaking? Anyway, they like pull up into and it's like all glass because it's like a bougie, modern, minimalist car dealership. And we're looking at them like... put a phone against the glass. Taking pictures.
I wanted to take a little picture, but then they would look.
They would keep looking at us.
I just want them to like see me
taking a creep shot.
Because it's so weird.
Yeah, taking a creep shot.
Someone did that to me.
Yeah, I bet they felt like animals in a zoo, like us, and they kept looking at us. Especially Hayley. Hayley kept looking.
She was probably like disconcerted.
She's like, Jesus.
They had to do a little photo shoot.
With the Cooper, which they haven't uploaded any of these. There was
a
professional photographer taking photos for hours, and I haven't seen Cooper upload any of this content. You thought they would be like, capitalizing on that. I haven't even seen Matilda's account upload any of it. Like,
yeah, literally, I wonder where it went.
I want to sit. There's probably like candidates of us.
Text the Cupra dealership again.
They did respond.
Yeah, they were responding to comments on Facebook.
Yeah, no, I did see that. So yeah, then they let the Cupra priority people in, but that was only like 8 people. So we get in probably 10:05.
Yeah, it was like straight away.
Nerve-wracking. But so there was like they were all sat at a table and was like roped off on the side. So it was clearly more about like autographs than anything else. But we get in there. Hayley's first. She was really nice. So nice. Like, it's like you couldn't have had like a better experience with someone you like idolize.
Yeah.
Like, and like, well, if you've watched any of our content, you know how much we like Hayley, especially me. Like, we make TikToks about it all the time. My parasocial relationship with Hayley Rice.
Very, very parasocial. Potentially problematic.
I should go see someone. But anyway, it's like, it was a big deal. But she was literally the nicest.
Yeah.
And like, there was that kid before us who was like weird and emotional, and she was really nice to her as well. I remember being like, oh, we got up at 4, and she's like, oh, are you tired? Like, making small talk with a kid.
Yeah.
Humiliating. I couldn't form a sentence, and Isaac had to ask if I could take a picture with her.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Can my friend Alice take a picture with you? Like you're my dad or something.
Yeah, basically.
But I'm glad you did. Here, cute pic. Look at that new background. This is my most prized possession.
And then immediately after I took the picture, I'm not sure how sharp it would have been, and so I immediately say, within earshot of her, because she, like, we still have her attention.
She's like still looking at us.
Sorry, my hands are shaking.
Play it cool, guys. Play it cool. We played it so cool.
Like a leaf, like a puppy.
No, we and then I like gave him my jersey to shine. Wow. I gave him my jersey to sign. I didn't want the back signed, but I slammed down the back, and she was like, "Do you want front back signed?" I was like,
You didn't say. You got the back now.
But I did make direct eye contact with her.
Yeah, me too.
You know what? I was thinking, it's easier when they're sitting down.
Yes. Yeah.
Especially if they're like looking down while they're signing, it's easier to like look at them. You know what? She had a deeper voice than I was expecting.
Oh.
You know how like on video everyone sounds a bit higher pitched than they actually are in real life? So I think like her voice was just deeper than I was expecting it to be.
That's
So then I gave her a bracelet, moved along, and as I was moving along to Kyra, she saw the Real Madrid jersey. She's like, "Oh, nice jersey."
Yeah, which I think was sarcastic.
No, it wouldn't be sarcastic. She's still contracted. She can't like slag them off.
Yeah, but it's like deniable. If you're being sarcastic, you have deniability.
True, but I don't. Oh no. I think she was being genuine.
Oh sure, keep thinking that.
But I didn't. But I couldn't even like put banter or be like, "Oh, can you sign it?" I just went, "Thank you."
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she would have.
She would have if I was like, "Oh, can you like quickly sign it?" Because I remember like Cooper attendant was like, "You probably get 1 or 2 things signed, just not like 5."
They weren't like moving people along super quickly like ultra football work.
I just felt like under pressure for absolutely no reason. We probably could have taken way more time.
Yeah.
But I just felt like really under pressure.
Yeah.
Then moved along to Kyra. Poor Kyra, they need to stop. She needs to have a break from this meet and greets because I think she's just shy and introverted and not used to like meeting people. Because maybe I blacked out and didn't remember it very well, but I don't remember her really saying anything to me. Like I gave her the bracelet. I think she said thank you. Immediately put it down on the table. At least Hayley put it on. And then I saw her picture. She'd take it off. Oh my god, she hates me.
Probably catching on her sleeve. And
you can only hope.
And
it's not in
Kyra
the bin.
Probably put it on later.
It's in the bin.
It's not in the bin.
And then move along to Emily.
I'm not sure. After that, I'm not sure I interacted with Kyra. She seemed
just
kind of
someone give her a rest from these mean girls. Seriously.
Over it, like in a nice way, in a sympathetic way.
Yeah. Like I kind of feel sorry for her.
Mm.
And then we went to Emily. Emily was nice. Really nice. Yeah, Emily was really nice. And then we're kind of like milling about awkwardly at the end, and Emily's like, "Do you want to take a picture?" Then we and I take this picture of you, and you look like you're under duress.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure like who you'd be able to get in.
Because it was like hard to catch everyone's attention because people already started like getting stuff signed by.
Like move back. Cause that would have been like rude, and I was still like stood. I was stood so far away from her. I
don't know, why would you sit?
You didn't direct me. You should have directed me.
I don't know, I felt under pressure.
But then also...
Didn't Hayley, like, look at you when you were taking that picture?
Because when I looked over, you can see it in the live photo, and like shifty eyes, because I'm wondering if I can get everyone's attention, but like I can't. And then she was like, I think she saw that I was looking and looked a bit sorry for me.
Again, super nice.
Yeah. But yeah, no, awkward picture with Emily. The angle doesn't help, but I guess you can't help being.
It was kind of just awkward.
5 foot.
Yeah, you were just like.
It's like under my chin.
Like I'm like on the same level as her. I bent down a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was just easy because it was right at the start as well.
I guess like where you take pictures from, my head was above the lens, but her head was below the lens.
Yeah, it was just really hard to frame it. And I just felt under pressure because there were people coming along, and I didn't want someone to try and get something signed by Emily while we're still taking a picture by you. And like, so I was like, quick, hurry up. Yeah. And then we ran out of the building.
We did run.
And we were like running back to your car. Out of breath. It took us ages to find your car because we were just so full of adrenaline and just like hyper.
There's something wrong with that car park.
We couldn't find it.
It's one of those weird ones with like multiple staircases on levels that aren't contiguous, and then very strange car park.
No, we like run back to the car park, can't find it. We're out of breath.
Yeah.
Hyperventilating.
Real.
Losing our minds. The adrenaline's going crazy. And then we planned to be there until like midday. We got out at 10:10 because we were like first there. Yeah. So we just like hung about, and then you went to class and I went to work.
By the time I got to class, I couldn't. The adrenaline had worn off.
We crashed really hard,
and I couldn't focus on anything.
We crashed really hard. I went to work exhausted because I think I got like 3 hours sleep the night before because I was like really nervous the night before. I think I fell asleep at like 3 a.m. and woke up at 6. I had a pounding headache because I was dehydrated because I didn't drink any water. But I just like crashed and I had to go to work for 4 hours. So I bet I was great help. I slept really well that night. Here's the jersey. Yeah. It's good, isn't it? And then yours as well. That you're wearing.
Yeah, I'm wearing it. Ta-da! Yes, I can now go to other meet and greets with the same one and get
it filled up.
So not that they're going to come back to Adelaide in the next 10 years.
We're going to get rich and travel.
Yes,
please support our podcast so we can travel to Matildas games and tell you more embarrassing, awkward stories from when we meet them.
Yeah, you love it.
You'll love it. This will be hilarious. Thursday.
Nothing happened on Thursday.
What about Friday? Friday morning before the game. I'm in bed at this time when all this was happening with you.
I think I'd driven in. My wife had a class in Nexus 10. So I stop at the cafe at Nexus 10 and get coffee because I have an appointment on King William, and then I did say something to her about like usually I walk around with a permanent marker and a shirt just in case, you know. And then she made some snarky comment. You're not just gonna run into them.
Well, we did.
And then it was at the Scramble Crossing at Rundle Mall. Which is like a block away, a literal block away.
Yeah, it is.
walked right past Steph and Ellie, like within inches.
That's crazy.
I didn't say anything. It was at a crossing, but it was like at the end of the crossing, basically by the pavement. I probably could have, if I'd wanted to, but I did want to, but I didn't. I was too scared. Am I gonna regret this for the rest of my life?
Well, also, like, you didn't bother them. You didn't end up getting like an awkward picture where they look disinterested.
Right.
Like, they probably would have been nice, but also sometimes you see the ones where like, I ran into them in the street and I ran into them at the airport,
and they
look pissed because they're just trying to go about their day.
Right.
Like, I'm sure they would have been nice, but like,
because if I did and they were nice enough and then took a picture, but they weren't like beaming, then I might have
you would have taken it personally.
Been upset. That's exactly what my therapist said.
Did you tell your therapist?
Yeah, like yeah, because this was right before my session, so I immediately told her. And I was still like shaking when I went in.
What did your therapist think about you not saying anything to Ellie Carpenter?
She said maybe it was a good thing because it.
Never meet your heroes unless they're as nice as Haley Rasso, apparently.
Right, because if it hadn't been what you'd expected, you might have been upset.
But also, it's like better to meet them at like a fan event because they're expecting to meet people. If you meet them on the street and approach them, they could be having a shit day. They could be just like not in their headspace.
They might really need the bathroom.
Yeah, they might be in a hurry. Like. And they might not be in like, but if you meet them at a fan event, like, they're in the headspace to meet people.
Yeah.
But, you know.
So then I regret that. I have my session. Very fun. And then I walk back through Rundle Mall. And then I'm like looking about. I have really poor eyesight. I think I see Kyra, like, right in front of me, heading towards me. But I don't know. And because I have no self-awareness, I'm like dauntlessly staring at her. And I'm wearing my away jersey. It's pretty obvious. And she looks up. I think she clocks me wearing Matilda's jersey and staring at her. And then like immediately looks back down at her phone. And then we cross like within like
you keep running into her. She's like, I need to get a restraining order from this guy.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything.
4th time.
Because in the space of a week I'd had a photo with her,
2 signatures
by her, walked behind her awkwardly
and walked past her awkwardly,
and then was walking past her, so I wasn't gonna like.
Your biggest op is kyra cooney-cross.
So, you know, maybe I could have said something nice in passing and not even stopped her.
Hi, Kyra. Love your work.
But she very much had her head down and was looking at her
not
phone.
Wanting to, like, interact with someone.
That's the vibe I was getting. So I think she'd probably seen enough of me by that point.
It's like, oh, this fucking British guy again. You stand out. I look like everyone else. Anyway, so the actual game, the afternoon rolls around. We rock up. It's pissing down with rain in Adelaide.
True. But then
all afternoon. It then stopped. Like, as soon as we got to town, which was nice. Went to the merch stand. I spent too much money.
I stepped in a big puddle and it soaked through my shoe.
I do remember that.
My sock got wet.
I got some badges.
Yeah.
This really nice new hoodie that they've only just started selling. Like, this is the first time I've seen it. Like,
good.
At the games. It's really nice. Got my Rasso ribbons like I'm a child. Like, designed for children. But, hey.
And then what did we do?
We went to the pub.
We did go to the pub. Pretty sure we were getting stared at.
Yeah, if you guys saw us at the pub and just stared at us,
you weren't as subtle as you think.
We noticed. You could have said hi. Again, we are really nice. We're just a bit awkward.
Very.
Everyone who said hi to us has been really nice, and I think we've been nice back.
I hope so. I hope we don't come across as frosty.
Yeah, we're just.
Please tell us if you've said something to one of us and we're like actually really rude in real life? Please tell us.
Just let us know, because we're just really, we don't mean to be. We're just awkward. And we're like not used to people being like, oh my god, I love your videos.
Well, no one said love.
No, they did. The one we met in line wearing the Rasso jersey, she was like, oh, I love your videos. I know you guys love TikTok. I love your videos.
They're exaggerating, but
really?
I forgot what I was going to say. Thanks. This is why you tweet. And this is why I upload TikToks.
Yes.
Because we're both really awkward in real life.
Yeah, we're not going to do a fan meetup anytime soon, guys.
Stop. But now there's nothing else.
Well, hang on, we haven't even talked about the game yet.
The game was boring. I want to talk about it.
Went to the pub, good vibes. The Matildas active support are like you can tell they've all been around for years.
They're G, yeah.
And they're really good. And
they're like really intimidating because
I
don't
heard
like
that
loud noises.
they have their own like Matildas active support section. Like you could see them behind the other goal.
Yeah, because
and you can buy tickets to sit there, right?
Yeah.
But apparently people have bought tickets to sit in active support and then complaining that they were standing up and being noisy. It's like you bought tickets to the active. What do you think the active part of that means?
Because on the website it's separate, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
the
like
Chinese
a section.
One was like separate as well.
They do it for most games. Like they have a section behind each goal, which is like the fans. They do it at AFL. They do it at most sports. Like they have all the flags and the people who like travel around to every game and shit like that. We get there, good vibes.
The vibes were good. The vibes were immaculate. The game was just bad,
interesting
boring.
lineup choice to begin with.
Yeah.
No one was really doing anything. We had the iconic, that I'm never going to get over, the iconic super sub moment of the Avengers coming on.
Oh, right, that sub. I thought you
Not
meant
the Subway ad.
ad.
I wasn't even going to go there.
Well, they played it on the screen.
I didn't really need to see it in, like, big screen. They need to retire that ad.
It's so indecent.
No one likes it. Every time it comes on, you get, like, 45 tweets. People are like, get the Subway ad off. No, but the iconic second half substitute moment where it's like the Avengers pull up with Steph, Caitlin, Hayley, Kyra, and Ellie.
And then none of them scored anyway. Maybe if they'd have come on sooner.
If they'd started, then the whole game would have been different. Because the second they came on, it was faster, more opportunities being created.
It was a lot more. It was so much more fun to watch.
Yes, they're just so fun to watch. They're such good players.
It was a bit lethargic.
Yeah,
most of it.
And people making this point that's like I agree with, and I may be biased, but like Rasso's may not be the best player in the world, may not be the best player on the pitch at the time, but she has, the second she comes on, she has an impact, which is very impressive that she can perform so well in the national team, seeing as she hasn't been able to get consistent club minutes for years. Yeah. Which is, really unfortunate that she's such a good player, and hopefully wherever she goes next it'll
be good.
Finally give her,
if it's somewhere with enough minutes, she'll make an impact, even if it's like a mid-English team.
Yeah, I think she needs to go somewhere a bit mid so she can get the minutes,
and then they'll become not mid.
Exactly. Hayley Rasso, leading goal scorer for Liverpool. Bristol. She's not going to Championship.
Crystal Palace.
Probably. West Ham. She could go to West Ham.
Yeah, there's friends there.
Lots of Aussies.
Yeah.
It'll be like the new Arsenal.
Yeah. But West Ham, I don't see it taking off.
It wouldn't take off because there's just not the fan base. Don't have all the other like popular English players to like. There's people like Aussies like Arsenal for obviously the Aussies, but then people also like Leah Williamson, Beth Mead, Alessia Russo, like Katie McKay. She's not English, but like you get
cut it out.
You get the vibe. Like there's the other players that are a factor. West Ham has less of the. Got Mew Lewis.
We love Mew Lewis.
Yeah. I don't even know if the post
American.
that's from is popular enough that people would get that joke.
Oh, really?
Maybe, I don't know. I think it was on Boy So Struggles, but
I assumed it was like a...
I think we're the only people that still call her Mew Lewis. Anyway, but then, they came on, ended up being a tie, which is fine for a friendly. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Fine for a friendly where they were clearly trying stuff out.
Yeah.
I reckon, like, Monday, Sydney game's going to roll around. It's going to be the starting lineup that we know. And
yeah, because they've, like, I guess old mate has to suss out the starting lineup, and he's only got one more match. People only have one more match to
Well, the thing is, I reckon they'll know the Olympic squad before the game on Monday because it gets announced on Tuesday. And I heard
might make some last minute changes depending.
Apparently, you can change it like right up until the Olympics or something.
Like, it makes sense if there's injuries.
Yeah. Actually, Caitlin Ford getting injured is a bit concerning. She only played 15 minutes before she had to go off.
Yeah, that was last night.
Yeah,
we don't have an update.
We're hoping it was just precautionary, but she has played a lot recently. Hopefully it's just precautionary. They might rest her for Sydney. She can go on holiday with Katie. But because I heard Tony saying that he's going to sit down with the whole 23-player squad and tell each individual one individually, like, if you're in the squad or not.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently he has about 14 spots locked in already.
With the ones that were on the bench last night. Potentially.
The super group.
Yeah.
Are Avengers. If they're not there, then who's going?
Yeah.
The way that they changed that turned their game around, that you'd think that they would have to be there. Like, I'm not worried that.
No, not at all.
Hayley and Ella. I'm not like, oh my god, is Hayley going to be at the Olympics? Like, you get a grip.
Beyond that, what? Not that good. But the vibes were good.
Yeah, Michelle Heyman last minute goal.
Yeah.
Clutch. Literally on the 95th, like, it was 5 minutes of extra time. It was on the 95th minute. Epic save from Mary Fowler. Not save. Epic assist from Mary Fowler.
Yeah.
She got player of the match because she was like, she played the whole game. Only person actually like doing anything for the whole game. You alright?
Yeah, I'm just like, can tell I'm like really kind of overweight. I'm gonna like sit up straight.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. What else?
Well, that's it. Now that was literally last night. So.
Yeah.
So game on Monday,
and then. The thing is, I don't have to work tomorrow morning. I can probably edit this tonight, and then maybe like we can upload one when it's actually still relevant.
Yeah, my God, get some TikToks out while it's relevant.
Right, because we're going to be talking about, well, if this happens in Sydney, and then I'm not going to post it.
Or the Olympic squad that will be known on Tuesday.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about it now, and then by the time anybody listens to any of this, the squad's going to be known.
Yeah.
Sydney's going to be over.
Yeah, so we got to get it out. At least get some TikToks out.
Beyond that, I don't think I had... Well, I probably do have things to say, but we've just been here for fucking ages.
Yeah, it's been an eventful week.
Yeah.
Been a really fun week.
Yeah.
Can the Matildas come back more often, please?
Plus...
there was just good vibes all week.
Yeah, and it was good turnout.
Really good turnout. 52,000 people. We turn up, guys.
Yeah. The people turned up for meet and greets.
Yeah. The one at Marion looked packed.
Yeah, hello. The guy, the man was...
oh my God, the scary newsman that we saw on TikTok.
Who was like...
Who was at the Marion one, and then we get up to the pub and he's also there.
The only seat we can find is behind his camera.
Looking right at him.
Staring into it, waiting to go
Thankfully, he did his 4 o'clock news cross and bugged off quickly. This was on the 4 o'clock news. He's not even good for the 6 o'clock news.
You can't say that.
I can say whatever I want. It's like he's going to watch this.
There's 5 people in Adelaide. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing further.
Well, and then we're just here, which nothing happened today. They've flown to Sydney. I miss the...
Yeah. What do we talk about now? Like, what do we podcast about now?
Olympics.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
transfers.
Oh, great. The transfer podcast.
The end of holiday pics from the England girls who are not going to the Olympics.
Yeah. We can talk about like drama and relationships. Maybe
one of
drama. I hope there's more drama with Oh mate, she has a podcast.
Russia.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how I say it. I'm not Irish.
That's why I didn't try and say it, because I don't know how to pronounce it. Like, I can spell it.
Yeah. McCabe's ex.
Yeah.
You know, she never stops talking.
Yeah. One personality trait.
I was Katie McCabe's ex-girlfriend.
And I'm not anymore.
What about that Daily Mail article that called Caitlin Ford Matilda's goalkeeper?
She is my favourite goalkeeper.
She's so good, guys.
Yeah.
The brick wall, Caitlin Ford.
Oh well. Until next time, I suppose. I don't know when is next time, because there's...
Good chats.
When's the Olympics? July?
July.
What's it now? June? Like June 1st?
It is the 1st of June. End of July is the Olympics.
Ages.
Could make one talk about the Olympic squad. We could just make TikToks.
Say what?
We could just do like this setup, but for just for TikTok, so we can keep posting stuff.
Potentially.
If we don't have enough to talk about in a full podcast.
Yeah,
we could do like mini podcasts.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Bye.
Bye.